Commemorate and honour the 1 month anniversary of Pawalok Rangzen's self-immolation, and I would like to welcome our chairman of the Tibetan community of Britain, Punsuk Nobula Tsuktula, to please come and share some words.
Samala Nimu Dileke, Anangate, Chuksa, and Simon Yewu.
China! Stop the killing!
In Tibet!
Stop the torture!
In Tibet!
Human rights!
In Tibet!
Human rights!
In Tibet!
Stop the killing!
In Tibet!
Stop the torture!
In Tibet!
Longgarangzan self-immolated for! Free Tibet! Longgarangzan self-immolated for!
Free Tibet!
Dijana, thank you all. And also, if you don't have a poster yet with a portrait of someone who's self-immolated, they're just by the How Many More banner, so please come and take one. Welcome him to speak. Thank you.
Ni hao, leho ma. Welcome everybody. I'm very proud today to be with you and to talk to you about a very brave young lady who was one of 170 unbelievably brave people who have sacrificed themselves for the cause of Tibet. That young lady was called Benshin Key. Some of you may already have heard of her. She was a 17-year-old schoolgirl. She came home, well, she lived in Tibet, occupied Tibet. She came home from school on the 9th of December 2012. She had dinner with her family. She did her homework. She put her school books neatly by her bed. But she didn't sleep that night. When her family were fast asleep, she crept out of her home and went into the fields behind her house. She poured a wet liquid over herself and struck a match. And as she was dying, she called out, "Free Tibet!
Free Tibet!
Long live the Dalai Lama!"
Long live the Dalai Lama!
The date that she chose to sacrifice herself was no accident. It was the night of the International Human Rights Day, the 10th of December. And she was well aware, as we also must be well aware, that 26 out of the 31 basic human rights are being denied to Tibetans by the Chinese Communist Party. And those rights are also being denied to the Uyghurs, to the Hong Kongers, to the Southern Mongolians, and those rights will also be denied to the Taiwanese if the Chinese Communist Party gets their evil hands on Taiwan. Her whole life was in front of her, but she preferred death to life under the tyranny of the Chinese Communist Party in occupied Tibet. And that is something that we must all learn, because what happens today in Tibet is a taste of what would happen throughout the world and in the UK if the Chinese Communist Party got their way. So we are here today to pay tribute. It's a story of 170 acts of unbelievable bravery. It's a story of great sadness, but it is also a story of hope and determination, because many of you will know the story of the phoenix, where out of the ashes and death rose new life and new hope. And it is up to us to carry the torch of hope and to carry the torch of Tibetan identity and culture, as with all the ethnic minorities in occupied China, to keep that flame alive. So very quickly, what could we do to not make those heroes' sacrifice be in vain? Okay, number one, go and visit or write to your Member of Parliament. You can get the name of your MP by an internet search. They have surgeries 2 or 3 times a month. Go and talk to them or write to them. Tell them about why it's important not to kowtow to the Chinese Communist Party, as I'm afraid our current government is doing. Tell them why it's important not to give the Chinese Communists their mega embassy. 2, join a protest like this. 3, talk to friends and family. I'm delighted to see so many people here today, but we want to double or treble the number of protests. So talk to people, tell them why it's important to be here. And fourthly, you can sign an online petition. There is one that is about to do the rounds about the Ethnic Unity Act. Let us be clear, and I say this to our government and to our new Prime Minister, the Ethnic Unity Act from the CCP has nothing to do with ethnic unity. It has everything to do with ethnic cleansing, the destruction of the Tibetan identity, Tibetan culture, Tibetan language, Tibetan religion, and the same goes for the Uyghurs, and the same goes for the Southern Mongolians. So, to finish, today we are honouring 170 heroes. Remember, every one of you, remember their sacrifice for Tibet, and by extension for all the ethnic minorities in China. And remember the last words of Lord Goranzin: don't mourn me. If you mourn, mourn for what the Chinese Communist Party are doing to Tibet. Channel your sadness and anger into being an activist. And remember me by continuing the resistance. Those are the words, the last words of Logger Rangzan. So I say to you, next time you have a chance to do something in the struggle, and you find yourself making excuses, as I sometimes do, I'm too busy. What's the point? I can't be bothered. Just remember the sacrifice of these 170 heroes. Thank you.
Tibet will be
Free.
Tibet must be
Free.
Tibet will be
Free.
Tibet must be
Free.
down
CCP.
no more
POC.
down
CCP.
no more
POC.
Thank you very much, Nika, for your speech. Elena, please welcome her to the stage.
Changshop Simcho Rinpoche, Magepan Giguchi, Logger Rangzin, be reborn in a free and independent Tibet. First of all, I want to thank all our non-Tibetan supporters who have selflessly come here every day or every year to support our cause. Your support for us will not be forgotten, and I'm forever grateful for that. Thank you. My name is Tenzin Paldun. And today, I was given this chance to share my feelings on the occasion of 1 month anniversary of Powell's sacrifice. You might wonder, why am I here today? I'm no one special. I'm just a girl who also wishes to see my country be free from communist destruction. I also want to live freely in my own country and to see my brothers and sisters have freedom and have basic human rights. I'm no one special. I'm just a proud daughter of all our forefathers and foremothers who through generations and generations have built and passed down this unique language, this beautiful culture, and sacred religion and this identity. But for the past 6 decades, our very own identity has been under constant threat. Our religion, our culture, our language is under grave danger. We have been displaced by the shameless Chinese government and were forced into accepting their shallow identity, which is unacceptable. Because of this very reason, many of our brothers and sisters have sacrificed their precious lives to fight against this cruel and inhuman annihilation of our culture, language, religion, and identity. And most evil of all is the denial of the freedom, basic human rights, and the rights to live freely in my own motherland, the motherland which is rightfully ours. Countless martyrs have sacrificed their lives for our cause, and most recent one is Logger Rangzin, who I do not have the honor to know him personally, but I do not have to, because I can see his pain, I can understand his desperation, I can understand his hope. I see his dedication, his sincerity and devotion. 1 month ago today, Logger Rangzin did not just die. He sacrificed himself for the cause, for our cause, for an independent Tibet. 1 month ago today, Logger Rangzin did not just die. He sacrificed himself to send message to our helpless brothers and sisters in Tibet that he is with them and will be forever with them. He proved his courage and the love for our country. He left behind an unforgettable legacy. 1 month ago today, Logger Rangzin did not just die. He sacrificed himself to reignite in each one of us the spirit to fight for our beloved motherland, for an independent Tibet. 1 month ago today, Logger Rangzin has shown the world a new definition of heroism, a rare courage and unfathomable bravery, and most selfless act of love. For this, we all Tibetans should be forever grateful and remember his sacrifice. His message was clear for the exiled Tibetans who live in a free country to wake up and to put more effort in our independence and unite together and stand strong against brutal Chinese oppression. Today, I do not have something new to say which has not been said a million times before, but I must remind each and every one of my brothers and sisters to wake up. Our power has set himself on fire, and we should use his flame to revive the dying spirit within us and keep it burning until his wishes are fulfilled. We are not in exile to make a living and to live a comfortable life. I think we have forgotten that we bear this huge responsibility on our shoulders. Responsibility to fight for our country. Responsibility of millions of people in Tibet. And responsibility of our future Tibet. Today, if you are not stricken with pain, desperation, determination, and commitment, you are not a Tibetan. Remember, we share the same blood as His Holiness the Dalai Lama, our compassionate father. Remember, we share the same blood as the countless Tibetan powers who sacrificed their lives for our cause. Remember, the blood running through your veins is not just the blood. It is the sacrifice, it is the responsibility, it is the future, and the history as well. We should never forget the sacrifice. We should all stand strong and united as it was his last wish and hope for us. Today, we share this pain. The pain should never get buried. It should never get forgotten. The pain we feel should be shared and passed on to our younger generations because this is who we are as Tibetans. Today, I share this pain with Paolo Paranzella. I can clearly see his pain in his eyes in his last video, the silent cry, and also his hope and wishes that he left for us. We shall never let his sacrifice be in vain. Each one of us should honor and carry forward his final wishes. To my brothers and sisters in Tibet, please be strong and brave as always. We will stand strong and continue our fight here. We all shall soon reunite under the great Potala Palace with Dewa Rinpoche. Long live His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Pegalo! 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 Thank you.
Pegalo! China, China, China!
Thank you, Tenzin Palden. We've also been joined by Rahima Mahmood, who's the Executive Director of the Stop Uyghur Genocide. So she will be our final speech before we begin our march towards the embassy.
Thank you, and friends, thank you to our Tibetan allies for bringing us together today. I stand with you as a Uyghur, as Executive Director of Stop Uyghur Genocide, and as someone who knows personally that the Chinese Communist Party's repression does not stop at China's borders. And I make my personal tribute to all those who sacrificed their lives for the freedom of Tibet, for Uyghurs, for Southern Mongolians, for Hong Kongers, and for everyone who can live freely in this world. I would like to focus on this one specific issue, which is the so-called ethnic unity law. And we know the second day after the implementation of the law, June the 2nd, our brother Lobka Rangsen self-immolated. The so-called ethnic unity law is not about unity. It is about enforced conformity and the erasure of the language, faith, histories, and identity of Uyghurs, Tibetans, Southern Mongolians, and others. Most alarmingly, Article 63 claims authority over individuals and organizations outside China for vaguely defined acts that undermine ethnic unity. It directly threatens every dissident, journalist, activist, and exile who dares to speak the truth. Uyghurs and other Turkic communities in neighboring Kazakhstan already fear that Beijing will use this law and its economic influence to intensify pressure on them. This should warn Britain. When authoritarian laws across borders, no exiled community is truly safe. Here in the UK, many of us already face surveillance, online harassment, intimidation, and pressure through family members in our homelands. Some are too frightened to attend protests to speak publicly. This is transnational repression, the CCP attempting to control people even after they have reached a democracy. That is why the government's approval of China's enormous new embassy at Royal Mint Court is so alarming. A court may have upheld the planning decision, but profound questions remain about national security, surveillance, and the safety of dissident communities. The largest Chinese embassy in Europe must not become its largest center for transnational repression. Today, thank you. Today we call on the British government to formally condemn the ethnic unity law, reject its extraterritorial claims, and make clear that Beijing's law have no authority over people exercising their freedoms in Britain. Use every remaining legal and political venue to reconsider the super embassy, placing national security and community safety above diplomatic convenience. Establish a national strategy against transnational repression with trusted reporting channels, trained police officers, and proper investigations into surveillance, threats, and intimidation. Work with Kazakhstan and other governments to protect at-risk communities from harassment, arbitrary detention, and the forced return to China. Consult Uyghur, Tibetan, Hong Konger, Southern Mongolian, Chinese dissident, and the Taiwanese communities when shaping Britain's China policy. We did not come to Britain to remain silent under Beijing's shadow. We came because we believe that freedom, human dignity, and the rule of law would protect us. We ask the British government to prove that this belief is not misplaced. Our identity are not crimes. Our voices will not be silenced. Together, we will resist repression wherever it reaches. Thank you very much. Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Free Uyghurs! Free Uyghurs! Free Uyghurs! Free Uyghurs! Free Uyghurs! Free Uyghurs! Free East Turkestan! 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 Condemn ethnic unity law! Condemn ethnic unity law! Condemn ethnic unity law! Condemn ethnic unity law! Thank you.
China, China, China!
Out, out, out!
Free Tibet!
China out!
More, more!
DRC!
Free Tibet!
China out!
Free Tibet!
China out!
China lies. Stop the killing. Stop the torture. Human rights. Lobgarang's self-immolated for. Lobgarang's banned for. Lobgarang's self-immolated for. Lobgarang's banned for.
China shame. In Tibet. In Tibet. In Tibet. In Tibet. In Tibet.
In Tibet! In Tibet! In Tibet! Stop the censor and genocide!
In Tibet. China shame. China shame. China shame. Free Tibet. Free Tibet.